Ana María Merino Tijoux, commonly known by her stage name Ana Tijoux or Anita Tijoux, is a French-Chilean musician. She became famous in Latin America as the MC of hip-hop group Makiza during the late 1990s. In 2006, she crossed over to the mainstream of Latin pop after her collaboration with Mexican songstress Julieta Venegas in the radio hit Eres para mí. Tijoux has often been praised for exploring sensitive matters devoid of violence. Quote, she gained more widespread recognition following her second solo album, 1977. Tijoux was the daughter of Chilean parents living in political exile in France during Augusto Pinochet's dictatorship in Chile. Biography. Ana María Merino Tijoux was born on 12 June 1977 in Lille, France. She is the daughter of two Chilean exiles who fled Chile to France after the 1973 Chilean coup d'état. In 1978, her family moved to Paris, France. It was not until 1983 that Ana Maria traveled to Chile and met her grandparents and extended family who stayed in the country despite the coup. In 1988, Tijoux met Consuelo Vergara, who taught Tijoux how to rap and sparked Tijoux's interest in hip-hop and dance. Tijoux moved back to Chile after the return of civil power in 1993. In 1995, influenced by the local rap group Makiza in Santiago, Chile, Tijoux formed her own group called Los Gemelos with Saturno, another rap artist. In 1997, Tijoux became widely popular for her participation in the group Los Detas and the first studio album release. She and Saturno collaborated with CO2, Senzi, and DJ Squat to form the group Makiza. 1997 to 2006, Makiza. In 1997, the group released the first CD, Vida Salvia, with great success even though it was an independent production. In 1999, Makiza released Aerolíneas Makiza on Sony Music Entertainment, who became interested in Chilean rap as a result of Tiro de Gracia, a best-selling Chilean rap group. Makiza's album included new and improved versions of songs from Vida Salvia with two new songs, one of which was the hit single La Rosa de los Vientos. This album put Makiza at the top of the Latin American hip-hop market, as the style was much more evolved than other groups at the time. The production style resembled the New York underground sound inspired by the native tongues, and the lyrics of Makiza lacked the overwhelming machismo and violence of average rap. This helped the group receive approval from a wider population. In 2000, Makiza covered the popular song Somos Tontos, No Pesados by Los Tres. At the end of that year, the members of Makiza separated due to its members' desire to work on personal projects before the tour through neighboring countries. Tijoux specified that she would be abandoning hip-hop and her music career. In 2001, Tijoux collaborated with the popular band Barrio Santo on La Persecución and La Bienvenida. She returned to France shortly thereafter, until 2004, and recorded her first solo track, Santiago Penando Estás, for the tribute album for Violeta Parra entitled Después Viva un Siglo, which was highly popular in both Chile and France. In 2003, Tijoux returned to Chile and worked on musical projects with Alazanati, a Chilean funk band. She also recorded Lo que tú me das with Mexican singer Julieta Venegas for the soundtrack to the film Subtra, and appeared as a featured artist on Mexican hip-hop group Control Machete's final album Uno, Dos, Bandera. In 2004, Makiza came back together and announced a tour to promote the re-release of Vida Salvia, which was remastered and in CD format. Tijoux and CO2, the only musically active remaining members of the group, decided to reunite the band and work on new material. The group released its third album in 2005, Casino Royale, under the independent label Bizarre Records. The album involved various producers, rather than one producer like previous albums released, and involved a third Chilean MC, Sonido Acido. During this time, Tijoux also voiced Ni in the animated series Violentos. In 2006, the group broke up permanently due to differences in beliefs about musical production and direction. Solo career. In November 2006, Tijoux released her first single, Ya No Few, and debuted as a solo artist. Due to problems with La Oreja record label, her first album, which was produced by Erasmo Parra and Camilo Salinas, was never released. In January 2007, Tijoux collaborated again with Julieta Venegas on her song Eres para mí from her album Limin y Sal. The two artists achieved major success in Latin America. In September 2007, Tijoux released her first solo album under the independent label Oveja Negra, founded by the Sociedad Chilena del Derecho. The album was titled Caos, and its first single, Despability, was well accepted by the Chilean public and nominated at the Latino MTV Video Music Awards under the categories Best New Artist and Best Urban Artist. She was also nominated for Song of the Year with Julieta Venegas on their collaboration Eres para mí. On the 29th of June, 2009, Tijoux performed at the Mexican music festival Vive Latino and continued touring across Mexico soon thereafter. In October 2009, Tijoux released her second solo album, 1977, titled after the year she was born. The album was very much a return to her rap roots, paying homage to the golden age of hip-hop. The album was largely autobiographical, exploring themes from her own life that included the death of a close friend, experiencing creative crises, friendships, and bad luck, among others. The album marked a significant distancing from the pop music and pop collaborations Tijoux had been doing in collaboration with other artists. She rapped on this album in both Spanish and French as a raw and direct, as well as mature MC. The album was produced by Hordatoj, Foisks, and T of the Potoco Discos label with Habitation del Panico. The album and single 1977 were immediate hits in the underground rap circles of Chile. The record was amongst the top 10 in 2009 for the blog World Hip Hop Market. And it was picked up by the United States-based Latino alternative label National Records, who released it in April 2010. In March 2010, Tijoux was invited to perform at the South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas. She soon began her first, and widely successful, North American tour. On the 24th of May 2010, Tom York, the lead singer of Radiohead, advised his listeners to listen to 1977 on a list he created of his favorite bands and songs. The list also featured popular artists such as the John Coltrane Quartet Plays and Bjork. York introduced the song as one of his favorite ones of the summer. In 2011, the song was featured on the Each Sports video game FIFA 11. It also appears in Breaking Bad. In September 2012, Tijoux was featured in a campaign called 30 Songs, 30 Days to support Half the Sky, turning oppression into opportunity for women worldwide, a multi-platform media project inspired by Nicholas Kristof and Cheryl Woodun's book. On the 19th of September 2011, MTV Iggy put her in the first position of his list Best New Female MCs, dominating MICs everywhere. Discography. Makiza Vida Salvia, Aerolíneas Makiza, Vida Salvia, Casino Royale, solo releases 2006 I Love Bruce Lee unreleased, 2007 Chaos, 2009 1977, 2011 Elephant Mixtape, 2011 La Bella, 2014 Vengo, Collaborations Santiago Fernando Estas Después de Vivir un Siglo, Tributo a Violeta para, Subdemo, FDA, Uno, Dos, Bandera, Control Machete, Roda de Funk, Funked como la Gusta, Lo que tú me das Julieta Venegas, Eres para mí, Julieta Venegas, Freno de mano, Los Tres, La Medicina, Los Tetas, Superviel, Barjo Fondo Tango Club, Música para Después del Almuerzo, Bitman and Amp Robin, YLD, Hordat Oj, Tu y tu Mara, Yo y mi Canción, Los Bunkers, No me digas, Sayag Jazz Machine, Veneno, Estame, Hordat Oj, Si te preguntan, Los Aldeanos, Suena Onda Tropica produced by Will Holland and Amp, Mario Galeano, Hypnotized Morchiba, Somos Sur, Shadia Mansour, Awards.